Assalamualaikum friends all. Introduced from Group 5. My name is Lucia Fitri Aryani and five of my friend name is Padini Rizki, Sri Rahayu, Wisna Arnita, Pratimah Dawai, and Dinda. We will explain about intermittent parasitic journal. Watch our video careful.
Intermittent parasitis. One of the sources of true parasitis is gradual adaptation to an exclusive diet monophagy. Such a habit cannot in itself be regarded as parasitic, although it creates and maintains the relation of predator and prey that is essential for this. Many nudibranchs live regularly on the hydroids on which they graze, assimilating even nematocysts within their hepatic diverticula. Pycnogonids are constantly found on hydroids for the same reason. Lamellaria on compound ascidians, Scaloplana on Alcyonaria. Most caterpillars are confined to a definite plane, as are aphids, and by such gradual steps we come to the gall-producing species whose status as parasites is undeniable. Such a graduated series is also shown by the blood-sucking insects. Amongst these, there are some such as the Sulacids, which are not exclusively bloodsuckers. Many, for instance, the Tabardinae, the Simulidae, and the Hemiptera, are still obviously free-living, but there are others which, in spite of appearing to be free-living, are in fact intermittent parasites. Glossina, the stasifly feeds only on vertebrate blood taken from a blood vessel and, as we shall see, has undergone in both its digestive and reproductive system modifications which are parallel to those of Diptera pulpipara, which are true parasites permanently restricted to their house, for instance, Melopagus on sheep, Hippobosca on horses, Lipotena on deer, Linsia ornithomia and birds. Of other groups, the Musidae in their larval stage show a similar range of habits. Ausmeromia lives on man and other naked mammals, the art, Oristeropus and the warthog, Pacosaurus, and certain Formia and Protocalifora on birds. Fleecebugs and lices show as advanced stages of adaptation to parasites but retain a relatively free model of life. Among the isopods, the Cymatoidae and Gnathia provide analogous series. In all these various examples, we are faced with types which are indisputably parasites but which are related by very gradual series to other forms that are clearly free-living, although their way of life is analogous. The limits of parasites are difficult to decide. The criterion which comes to mind is that of being established more or less permanently on an individual and specific host, as are the Pulpipara and Trix. This is, however, inadequate, and it is not possible to exclude intermittent parasites passing very gradually into free-living form.
In our journal, there is included in a referential text. In describers on life phenomena, example of the creation of the universe, and is usually based on logical casual sutra. It is purpose is to clarify the text. Let a referential text because the text describes the phenomenon of parasite. Class left class is for this. And if the class is not in nature, the parasite will be.
Coordinating conjunctions are words that connect words, clauses, or phrases in a positive, negative, or neutral way. In general, when talking about coordinating conjunctions, remember the acronym FANBOYS, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. From the acronym FANBOYS, for and so are generally used to strengthen someone's argument because they are positive, nor but and yet tend to be negative and are used to counter something. Meanwhile, or is neutral because it offers the alternative choices that can be good, bad, or bad. Coordinating conjunction from the intermittent parasite text. 1. It creates and maintains the relation of predator and prey that is essential for this. 2. Pycnogonids are constantly found on hydroids for the same reason. 3. Being established more or less permanently. 4. An individual and specific host. 5. As are the Pupipara and things. 7. Ochmeromia lives on man and other neck mammals. The aardvark, Orycteropus, and the warthog Pachycereus, and certain Phormia and Protocalifera on birds, fleas, bugs, and leech show us advanced stages of adaptation to parasitism. 8. Buried and relatively free mode of life. 9. The Chimothyri and Cnidia. 10. But which are related. 11. For instance, the Tabanid. 12. And the Hemiptera. 13. But 3 are others which. 14. It's digestive and reproductive. 15. For instance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Sri Rahayu. I will explain about subordinating conjunction in the text. A subordinating conjunction is a word or phrase that links a dependent clause to an independent clause. Subordinating conjunction itu adalah kata yang menghubungkan klausa dependen dengan klausa independen yang berkaitan satu sama lain. And in the text, we analyze that there are several subordination conjunctions in the sentence. Number 1, be regarded as parasitic although it creates and maintains. In the sentence, the subordination conjunction is as, karena, and although, walaupun. And next, number 2, the criterion which comes to mind is that of being established more. And in the sentence, the subordination conjunction is that, agar atau supaya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lisna Arnita. I am from Biology 4. I will talk about lexis. Lexis has the meaning of stating the name of a person, place, or thing, and everything that is objective. In the text above, the word that state other names of biological terms are 1. Parasite. The word parasite can be found in several sentences above, one of which is in the title, namely intermittent parasite. Number 2. Parasitism. The word parasitism is found in the sentence 1. The source of true parasitism is gradual adaptation. Number 3. Predator. The word predator can be found in the sentence such a habit cannot in itself be regarded as parasitism although it creates and maintains the relation of predator and prey that is essential for this. Number 4. Species. The word species is found in the sentence and by such gradual steps we come to the goal-producing species whose status as parasites is undeniable. Number 5. Muscide. And muscider is found in the sentence of other groups. The muscide in their larval stage show a similar range of habits and so forth.
Style from the article of the text is included in the explanatory text. With is ICP of the text is the developed based in scientific. The text aims to explain a phenomena both in natural, social, and cultural from a scientific point of the view. In the text, the harmony vocabulary and in her I will mention some common vocabulary, and namely it includes conjunction of, to, is, for, on, and the included the verb which is managing means so.
In the layout, there are several sections that explain a paragraph under study. For example, the title, main idea, examples are important points that summarize that paragraph. The title is From Increasingly Commensalism. Main idea, intermittent parasite. The first example is brood-sucking parasite, namely Tabanid simulate Hemiptera. The second is that true parasites are permanently confined to their host. 1. Melopagus in sheep. 2. Hippoboscia on horses. 3. Lipoten in deer. 4. Lynchia, ornithomia, and others in bird.
We are from a group of 5 less and more we apology. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.